Hello guys, let's talk today about the iVMS 4200 with the lagging problem. As you can see here, sometimes it freezes. Here you see the car, it's not moving, and back there I have the image from the NVR directly connected to a monitor. It's working right there, okay? So let me explain here what I have before we're trying to investigate the problem. So basically here I have the NVR, which is connected to the camera. So I have a Hikvision camera, and the camera is connected here to the NVR via this cable. So that goes to the camera, powers the camera via PoE, and I have the image here on the NVR, and then the NVR is connected to a switch using the LAN port, okay? And the same switch that I have the computer connected to. So here I have the switch, as you can see. Let me just show you better here, that I have the connection here. This red cable goes to the NVR, right? So I have it here, and this blue cable comes to my computer. So I have the NVR and the switch, the NVR and my computer connected to the same switch. So I have a fast connection here. I'm not using Wi-Fi, I'm just using directly connection from the NVR and my computer. So that is not the problem here, all right? And here I have a cable connected to my router, so I have access to the internet as well, okay? So back here to the screen, you still see that sometimes it freezes and there's some lagging, and that's the problem, right? I'm trying to solve here. And with the web browser, if you try to use a web browser here, as you can see, I have the same image and it still freezes sometime. You see, the car is freezing again, comparing to the NVR directly connected to a monitor, that we don't see the freezing there, right? So it's working fine on the NVR, it's not working here. As I'm using here a web browser to test and also using the software to test, I'm sure that's not the software issue. See, it's freezing again. Let me just take a look at the software right now. The software is a little bit different right now, but still lagging. I don't see the image here yet. It's already there on the NVR. So that's the kind of problem that I'm facing here. Even if I close the web browser, like to save bandwidth, I still have the problem. So let's take a look first here at the resources. As you can see with the task manager, I can see here on performance that I'm using just 2%, 1% of the CPU, okay? Which is not that much. Here for the GPU, I have a Radeon RX 580, which is a good GPU, I'm sorry, and it's still having the issue here. And also for the Ethernet, is using just sometimes 18, sometimes 11, 30, it's just varying a lot because of the cars that I have here on the screen, right? Let me just close here the web browser so we save some bandwidth here. But still I'm having some issues here, but look, I have a 1 gigabit network card here. So that's not the problem exactly, okay? And of course, if I connect into the switch here, the switch has 100 megabits per second on the port, but still I'm not using that much. Right now I'm using 8, 7, 10, it varies of course because of the movement there. So the main problem here is the resolution. If you take a look here at the top, I can see 3840 by 2160. That's the resolution that the camera is using right now. If I drop down the resolution, I can solve the problem, all right? So let me just do that. I can do this directly here, or I can use the NVR. So let me just click here, come here to the NVR menu, draw here my pattern. And here on record, I can come to parameters and change the resolution here, okay? This is the resolution for recording. So which means I'm going to record with a low resolution here instead of the highest resolution of the camera, right? I don't like this solution because to see the image here better, flowing better, I need to reduce the resolution for the recording, right? But if I take a look here on the documentation, so when I went to the Hikvision webpage, was looking for the solution, why is my iVMS 4200 running so slowly? So the solution here, the answer is about the situations where your network are being bogged down by the amount of data being transmitted. It's not the case here because I have just one camera. The network is good. I have a good graphic card, but here the most common fix to lower the resolution of the camera through the recorder in system configuration record quality parameters, right? So basically, Hikvision is asking me to reduce the resolution. That's what I'm doing right now here. So I'm coming down to 1920 by 1080. Just apply here. Okay, and then when I come here back again, you see it changes here. 1920 by 1080. And now the problem is gone, right? I'm just come back here to the main screen here and compare. Now I see it's flowing much, much better. It's like exactly the same way I have here directly on the NVR, right? And let me just come back here to the screen so you can see the Ethernet using right now 1.723 megabits per second. Okay, it's not a case of Ethernet problem. It's more like a resolution problem that the NVR cannot handle that well to send the information here to the computer. And it's not an iVMS problem because I also have the same problem with the web browser. Because sometimes you can think, oh, okay, let's just update the software. When I'm running the latest version, it doesn't solve the problem at all. Okay, so I need to drop down the resolution here as recommended by Hikvision itself. Then I can try other resolution if I come back here to the menu again, and I can come to the parameters here, and let's say here, try a different one, 2560 by 1440, right? So I'm increasing the resolution a little bit. You see, immediately reflects here. You can see the difference here. Now it's 2560 by 1440, but it's still good, right? So basically dropping down the resolution fixes the problem, which is not the best solution in my opinion, but still fixes the problem. Okay, it's working better right now with this resolution, right? Well, let me just show you the diagram, the way I have everything connected here so you can understand better. So basically here I have the camera connected directly here to the NVR, right? And so I showed before here with this cable, right? It's connecting to my camera. Let me just change the focus here so you can see it better. So that's the cable that goes to the camera, powers the camera. I have everything connected that way. So back here to the diagram, you see I also have the NVR, the LAN port connected to the PoE switch, which is connected to my computer. Okay, and I also have a cable leaving the switch and connecting to the router, right? So I have everything here in a local network. I also tried to change the switch here to a better one. Not a better one, but a different one, because this one is good enough, right? But still, I'm having the problem that you see there with the lagging of the iVMS 4200, with Hikvision suggests to drop down the resolution, what I'm doing right now, okay? So basically, if you try to use the highest resolution, you're gonna have 8 megapixels for your camera, okay, displaying here on the screen, which is not good because you have the issues with the lagging. Let me just come back here so I can show you the resolutions available on parameters. You have here 3840 by 2160, okay? So if you come here to the calculator, you can see 3840 times 2160. That's the total of 8.2 megapixel, okay? So it doesn't work, and you can try different resolutions here, 1920 by 1080, which is 2 megapixel, or 2560 by 1440, which is 3.6 megapixel, and that's the one that works good, right? It works here. I'm using this one right now. It's still working, so we can use this one, right? But if I increase the number of cameras, perhaps I can have some problem as well. I just need to test, but I have like a lot of room here to run more cameras because the CPU use is pretty low, 2%. Ethernet is not that much as well. GPU 5% sometimes, not that much as well. So it's working pretty fine here. Now I have running pretty good, no lagging at all. Okay. So basically that's the solution that you can have for your iVMS 4200 lagging. It's recommended by Hikvision itself, so you can just try, and you can also update your inverter to the latest firmware, okay, which I did already. If that really doesn't solve the problem, just drop down the resolution and work that way, okay? Or you can also come here and use a second stream here, change the stream to substream. But in that case, the quality is not that good because it's using 640 by 360, okay? There's no other way to change this. I mean, you can change it, but you can't increase the resolution that much. If you come here, for example, to the parameters and come to substream, okay? You don't have that much option here. You have, you can change the increase a little bit, 640 by 480, and just apply here. And see if I got the changes here. Here we go. It's changing it. But still, the quality is not that good for visualization unless you're using like the way with more cameras, right? If you have more cameras here, that'll be enough for monitoring, right? So that'll be a solution too. You can use a substream instead of the mainstream, or you can lower down the resolution for the mainstream as well, okay? So guys, that's one of the solutions, lower down the resolution or change the stream, right? So I hope this helps, and please subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up in your comments, and I see you in the next one.